detecting it as spam.
Yeah, and I don't mod my lives really. I just have a couple of keywords blocked, like anything to do with good, because people talking about that it really honestly it offends the hell out of me that people think that about me, because I have been told that my entire life ever since I was 8 years old that I look like a crack. And that really hurts my feelings. Everybody at school thought I was on. Everybody yeah. So.
Also, someone asked this: why is your next safe place with Mason? Why can't you just work on you, be yourself, and grow a little bit?
Because I am genuinely not mentally stable enough to live alone. I'm not.
You're doubting yourself, but I know you are.
First off, I can't drive. I cannot drive. I don't know how to drive. Nobody's taught me how to drive. And I know somebody's supposed to teach me. I will have to walk everywhere like I've been doing for a while. Preston's my only form of transportation other than Uber, which I do Uber, so that shit gets expensive. I literally had to spend like $60 on an Uber in total, just getting to one place to another place, like 3 days ago, just to get Preston birthday gifts that he just kind of looked at and was like, "I should return this." My heart was too broken, dude.
What if people are asking if you're eating?
What?
People are asking if you're eating. If you have eaten.
ED?
No, eaten. Like if you ate anything for dinner or something.
No.
They keep asking.
No, I'm good though.
You should try to eat if you can, but Jonathan is also back in the live.
Alright. I wonder if Natalie can come. Natalie, come on. And there's someone else I want. I wonder can I search? Where is Mason? If you're here, please give me a comment. If anybody's friends with him, please reach out to him and tell him to come talk to me.
Have you
Someone said, ask her why she basically let Mason on today, but she's still talking about wanting to be with Preston.
I didn't lead him on. I didn't lead him on. I'm talking to him.
So who is Mason?
Mason is actually my ex, but he's just my friend now. I was with him for a year. I left him when Preston told me that him and I were toxic. Yeah.
Okay, Natalie says someone's asking you.
I also wanted to mess around with women. So that's what I did. I left and I messed around with women and then started talking to. But they said he wasn't talking to you like a friend earlier. He calls me darling still. Yeah, he does.
All right, so someone asked this. Someone says, "Can you ask why she won't let us hold Preston accountable? She has defended him for being a PEDO abusive, for stealing the money of her supporters, for countless things. And then when anyone mentions it, she blows us off and treats us like bullies, like we have no humanity."
Oh shit. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Honestly, whenever people do that, what I find myself doing is just blocking them or not talking to them. I don't usually engage with people who say stuff like that. I don't usually engage with people, and I have to. I have to.
This is a.
Hey, Natalie said that she had a few questions to ask you, but she couldn't join because it was full. She said they're not inappropriate.
It's not full.
Yeah, she said she wants to ask you a few questions. She said they're not inappropriate.
Hey, Callie.
They're not inappropriate.
That's what she said.
Okay, what's her at, by the way? And then I'll answer you. Play.
Her,
So this
her
is a
at.
question from my girlfriend.
Okay.
So my girlfriend, she has emetophobia, and she's scared of getting pregnant because of morning sickness. She wants to know how you're able to talk about it so easily. You have emetophobia.
You kind of sound like you got further away as you spoke, so you like tuned out a bit. I couldn't understand your full question.
Oh, sorry. So my girlfriend, she has emetophobia. Um, she's scared of pregnancy and stuff like that because of morning sickness, which most people get when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
How are you able to talk about pregnancy and that stuff so easily if you have emetophobia?
Oh well.
Wait, can I say something to that? Because let me tell you, I have emetophobia, okay? And I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm 8 months pregnant now, and I have 3 kids. This is my 3rd. I've never got sick. I wash my hands constantly, so it's that's not an easy question to answer. Some people can talk about it, and some people can't. And some people are like, "Oh, pregnancy." I never got sick with any of my pregnancies.
That is so amazing. You're actually very lucky. I really I can't stomach the thought of morning sickness, but I'm at a point where I'm starting to believe that there is no cure for my emetophobia except for exposure therapy, and I feel like, and I know that's terrible.
That's what I had to do. I had to do that.
I was only ever better for a moment whenever I actually did get sick, even though I was sent away and put into a mental hospital for my own safety against myself because I was a threat to myself after I got sick. And each time I get sick, I am hospitalized. Doesn't happen very often because I tried and avoided it as much as
Well, do you
possible.
notice that with people with emetophobia don't get sick as much because we panic so much about germs and stuff? So we don't get sick, and that's, so emetophobia is like, it's a hard thing. I have it too. So like people were asking me that yesterday, and I kept saying it in the chat, but you weren't seeing it. But I totally get it.
It controls your life. But hey, at least I know this is gonna sound contradicting because of last night, me being a little tipsy, a little on. I will never, and I never have gotten sick from drinking, and I never ever over drink because I know my limits. And the moment I get a little buzz, I'm done. I'm finished. I refuse to drink anymore because I refuse to be sick.
Exactly, that's how I am.
And alcohol has never made me sick before, and so I'm not afraid of it. It just depends.
But pregnancy is not to be fearful because of emetophobia. Not saying to go out there and have a baby. Because it's hard. It's
Also,
hard.
you kind of avoided my question about Preston supplying you alcohol.
Ooh, yeah, no, I definitely avoided that question, and I'm gonna continue to avoid it because,
You realize that's illegal, right? It's also illegal for you to consume alcohol. That's underage drinking. Him providing you alcohol is even worse, because who else will be supplying you alcohol? You legally can't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm just confused because the cops showed up multiple times last night and like they didn't get that vibe that was going on.
Stain also said that like she was under the influence and the cops like brought no questions to it. They just kept going about their business.
They don't care. They don't care. I was hospitalized a couple of times after getting drunk and hitting my head. Or really I got kicked and hit my head. But either way, I had to say that I was drunk and hit my head. And no, they don't do anything. They don't care. Hospitals don't care. And neither do the police really give a fuck. Because underage drinking happens everywhere. And they got better things to worry about in my town. You know, like shooting people at drive-thrus and getting pissed off at red lights.
Not someone accusing me of riding your meat because I'm a fucking mod. That's so funny.
Okay, someone asked how much of the original GoFundMe is left. I mean, the amount of things she has is crazy. She had an entire ottoman filled with crystals and witchcraft.
Oh, that stuff actually wasn't that expensive. It was like a entire ottoman. Okay, so first of all, I got the ottoman. A lot of my stuff comes from my wish list, is what a lot of people don't understand. I have an Amazon wish list that people buy stuff from. That's where a good majority of my decorations come from. And then whenever I purchase them myself, I do it on Shein to save money. And I've been to a couple of Mystic shops to get specific things, and I buy the cheapest things that I can. And I just, I have crystals and stuff, but they all come in a kit. It's like a $40 kit, and I put it on my wish list, and,
Preston leaked text, well, not text, but he leaked stuff saying that you spent around like $500 on the wish list. I mean, not the wish list, the witchcraft stuff.
I did not spend around $500 on witchcraft stuff. That is so not true. What? That's not true.
Also, with many people being in domestic violence situations and not having the basic items, some people are mad that you spend money on items like witchcraft, which people think are not basic items, that you're misusing people's money. How do you feel about that?
Oh, well, no, I'm not misusing people's money because I'm not getting money from people. I'm being paid by a company in Hong Kong. But, I know that makes no sense to you. But, yeah, I'm being paid by a company. So...
Oh, by your videos you're talking about?
Yeah. TikTok page from, TikTok page in Hong Kong. And I got after my house fire happened, TikTok pays every month on the 15th. I'm not gonna get shit this month, but TikTok pays every month on the 15th. They pay based off of how many qualified views you have. Now, only people who are monetized on TikTok probably know this, or if you do your research for some reason. A qualified view is a person who watched the video entirely through and let it start over and then scrolled. That's a qualified view. That means you can watch the video completely. Now, I could have 1 million views on a video, but if you didn't watch the video completely through, which they have to be over 1 minute, if you don't watch the video completely through, then I don't get paid for that at all. I don't get paid for that. I get paid for qualified views where people completely watch my videos, which they did with the house fire, and my page went crazy at that time. So I was able to get a pretty large payment that was going to be able to pay my rent for next month over here. And I mean, yeah, I bought a couple of things. I went shopping, and now the rest of the money that I got is in my savings. So, deflecting, so calculated, so interesting. I'm not gonna say things for the comments, but anyway, yeah, no, I have not gotten donations in a while. I barely make any money on my lives, and I didn't go on okay, whatever. I need to stop reading the comments because they're saying I went on a vacation. I have not been on a vacation in a hot minute.
Alright, so for any of your viewers that are watching, what are your goals for the next couple months? Like, what do you want to do with your life? What's your plans?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm building credit, and I'm paying that off. That's what I was also able to be able. That's what TikTok also allowed me to do with the money that I got. She made almost 200 a day. Is that true? Because I don't know that. But if that is true, then damn. Okay.
I wouldn't even read the comment.
What?
I wouldn't even read the comments.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I made 200 a day. I don't even know how much. I get to see it after the live how much I made. If I made a lot, but I usually only make I've been live a while, so probably more than usual. But anyway, wait, I forgot. Where were we? What was the question? Oh, where do I see myself? What am I gonna do with my life? I want to be stable. I want to be stable somewhere. I want to have credit, and I want my credit to be good. And I want to be able to be approved for a place. I want to sign a lease. And I want to, my dreams are just too big. I just wish I could have a vehicle and learn how to drive. So I could drive myself to work, drive myself to mental health places that I need my help with. Drive myself to my psychiatrist. I want to be able to do that. That's something that I want to do, but I cannot do it because I can't drive, and my scooter's in his fucking trunk. The car
I'm
that
saying, what are the benefits of staying with Preston? Because you said he's physically hurt you. He controls you.
he feeds me. He feeds me food. He gets me food. I know it's with my money. He's got me flowers before, and I really love flowers. He's nice to me.
He's nice to you, but he hits you. He physically abuses
He
you.
doesn't hit me. He doesn't hit me. He kicks me, like slaps me. He's only hit me once. It was an accident.
Did you want Natalie's at?
What did you say?
Did you want Natalie's name?
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about that.
It's Natalie.Norris23.
Hopefully, do you know if she requested?
She said she did. She said it was full.
I got her, and she's gonna be in the top
There she goes.
spot.
Okay.
Turn on
Also,
your
lots
camera,
of
pretty
people,
girl.
lots of people are saying you're laughing about me asking you about
Sorry,
that.
that's how I am coping. I'm coping. That's how I'm coping. Please, 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 please.
Okay,
I
I
couldn't
know.
figure it out. I was so confused.
But I mean, the reasons you list that are good. You say you have money, you could order yourself DoorDash if you're hungry. Him buying you flowers, like if you're in a relationship, that's honestly the bare minimum you could do. That could just be a manipulation tactic.
Well, he was with me when my dog died.
Move, Knuckles. Get out of my way.
Natalie, what do you want to say? And by the way, y'all, this is another girl I know in person. We went to school together.
But what future do you see with him?
All I hope is that things get better. But I just
But if
want.
things haven't gotten better for over a year and it's still ongoing, are things ever going to get better? No, they aren't going to.
That's what I started to think. That's what I started to think. And then
He's a deceiver and he's a manipulator. Things aren't ever
I
going to
got
get better.
hurt for saying that we weren't compatible. So
You have one more person?
He's only with you for the money, the clout, because of.
okay, good clout.
Picture, okay, there's 1.8 thousand people in this live. Put 1.8 thousand people in a stadium, and then put yourself right in the middle of that field, and picture it like that. He's with you for the clout. He's with you for the money, the donations you get, all the items you receive.
Sit down.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that a lot. And
Do you believe it?
do I believe it?
Me too.
Yeah, in a way, but I try not to. I try to, think, maybe I'm loved, or maybe someone loves me. Who's here? Someone's here. I have company, right? Like, I'm loved, right? Like, but I realize love isn't just company, because my mama gave me company. And where's she at?
I don't think someone who loves you would do all that to you, sadly.
No.
That's what they say, I know.
A Discord.
People could say they love you, but love is actions, not just words.
He's definitely watching, y'all. You already know this.
Oh, he watches everything. Like, it's so easy to make an alt account.
Yeah, I know. And I
Takes
know he
5
watches
seconds.
everything I do. So I stopped caring because he's not here, so I can't get hurt.
Callie,
Yeah.
one of the Discord mods reached out to me and they wanted to see if you could let them in the requests. It's completely up to you.
Are they gonna be a dickhead?
They just want to ask questions. I don't think they have ill intentions.
Can we be sure they don't have ill intentions? I'm cool with people being blunt and honest and wanting real answers from me because I am more than happy to get
So,
that.
can you prove to the people watching this live that Preston is not there right now, as you lied about that before, and he's been in the background?
Yeah, if you can excuse the mess. 'Cause I need to clean.
We sure can.
I threw a party
There was
last
a
night,
party the other night, so we understand, girl. We got
and
you.
I knocked drinks on the floor, so it's kind of messy in here. Okay.
They said they wouldn't be mean.
All right. Well, I can prove it, and I will. But my screen is so little.
Their username is lurking subs.
Okay. I'll worry about that after I make sure that y'all know that he's.
Go ahead and expand your screen if you want to.
I can do that. Wait, can I do that? Hang on. Expand. I just expanded Natalie. Look at you, girl. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. There's my Zofran in the floor, and there's a bottle of purified water. We have tea. I need to not just give it to her, but we're gonna okay. There's. Oh yeah, here's a back here. Because it's very kind of messy, and I need to clean so bad. But yeah, he's not behind any furniture. Let me go down here. Oh my god, it's all still partied up. But let me turn on the lights. I got my twin.
Not that bad. My house has been worse.
Yeah, no, I still need to clean though. It feels so dirty in here. Oh no, that's the outside light. Y'all. He's calling me. He's literally calling me right now.
There's no benefit in answering that.
I'm trying to turn on the lights, but none of the light. I forgot you have to pull the switches. Wrong switch. I can't reach it. I can't.
I'm glad that you have the things to block the door.
Sorry, you cut out. He called again. I have to jump. I can't turn the light on. I don't know what I did. Oh, I did it. Okay.
So-
The table has scratches on it because my cat. There's a deodorant top. Here's the bathroom.
Does he shower?
Does he shower? Yeah, he showers every few days. There we go. And then Twinkle. And kitchen. Oh my god, kitchen needs help. It's basically the cat room. I need to really take care of it. There goes my other cat. He's not in the trash closet, and he's not in the pantry. Trust me.
Has he ever washed his beanie?
No.
Oh my god, I thought you said something else.
Yeah, but it's really.
And just to
good.
clarify, the place you're in is what type? It's an apartment, Airbnb.
It's an apartment. Woo! I'm gonna trip. It's an apartment.
Someone said asked
I think it's an Airbnb.
Someone asked how can you say it's an apartment when they saw it on VRBO?
VRPO? Well, I don't know what that is.
It's like a rental site.
Okay, because I'm gonna leave soon, so I'm not gonna say much because I don't want to leak my address entirely, even though it's already been leaked online.
No, definitely don't do that.
But I will say
Obviously, people are gonna be crazy online. They're gonna find things out, but don't say.
this is a rental property that I found on. Well, I didn't find it. Of course, I didn't find it. That I got. It's a furnished apartment.
Because in an apartment, you have to sign an official lease to move into an apartment.
Okay, well, I call it an apartment because that's what it's. I thought you would refer to it as because it's called. I don't know. I found it on the website called Furnished Finder near me.
The place that you live. That's all you have to say. It's just where you stay.
It's where I'm staying till the 11th, and then I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go because I just spent too much.
How does that work? You for this place, you're paying weekly, monthly.
Oh, it's monthly.
Did you have to sign a lease, or is it more?
No, he did it all. Another call. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So he did it all online.
So he has a key to the place right now.
No, he doesn't have a key to the place. This place doesn't take keys, it takes codes.
But he has a code to get in, right?
He is spam calling me. I don't know why.
Okay.
Does he have a code to get in?
What happened with you and your mom? Because your mom, when I message her, she doesn't ever say anything bad about you. Like, she's always talking nice about you.
Oh wait, okay. Let's get bigger. Okay. Wait, what'd you ask me?
Your mom, like, every time I message her, she's just telling me nice things about you. She never, like, downgrades you or anything.
I know, she does it though whenever she talks to Preston. She does it whenever she talks about me online, and he keeps
On your online stuff.
What'd you say?
Why don't you just block his number right now?
Everyone's cutting out because he won't stop calling.
Yeah, I know Jewel asked earlier why don't you just block him?
You need to block his number right now. Just do it.
You know I have him blocked on every social media. Just not. I've even blocked his messages, just not his number.
Block his number right now. Tell everybody, do it.
He's gonna show up.
Why does everybody keep asking the same thing in the comments?
I know.
It's all the
She's
same.
pregnant. Look how beautiful. Aww.
He's hurting.
And does Preston have a code to get into your place right now?
Yes, Preston does have a code.
Is there deadbolts on the door?
I'll show you what I got. There's not deadbolts on the door. Nope, just a code. Something that simply unlocks. But if I can expand again, which I'm gonna, expand you, whoopsie daisy, like always. Okay, let's flip what I got. I don't know how to turn the light on. Hang on. Okay, wrong thing. I literally can't do this. Just this. This door stuff. Okay. And yeah, you know.
I don't think she can change the code. I think she has to have someone do it.
If you're renting, you can't change anything about the doors and the locks without
You have to ask her, yeah.
And if he's on the thing,
Oh my
I'll
God.
have a copy.
Flip me, flip me, flip me. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot the buttons. I found the button. Expand me. No, don't expand me. I don't know what to. Hang on. I'm going back upstairs to figure this out.
She has to let him in because he's on the paper too.
I don't have to let him in. He can eat my. Okay. Anyway.
Your mom.
Do you fear for your safety when you're with him?
I did jump off a balcony earlier this week because he said he would kill me if I screamed one more time. And then I ran to call police.
So, are you, like, if he showed up right now, would you be scared for your safety?
Yeah.
And just because his name is on whatever paper for this rental property, you could easily call the police, tell them you're scared for your safety, because they treat domestic violence very seriously. And most of the times they'll probably make him leave if he's the aggressor. You could get a temporary restraining order, which means if he comes anywhere near you, he would get arrested. You could escape right now if you wanted to. He's not there. You have a lock on the door. You have access to police resources that'll take it seriously.
I just
Wait,
don't
I
want
don't
to.
know who the guy is, but like if you're recording this to post, please don't post me because I look terrible. Crop me out of it.
You do not look terrible.
Oh, they're
You
going
are
to
so
anyways.
pretty. You are so pretty. And I hope, and I bet you there will be comments of people talking about how gorgeous you are. So stop. Shut
Wait,
up.
who's recording? They record you guys?
They record all my
Yeah,
lives.
there's
Yeah,
a
people
YouTube
record her
page.
lives and then post it on the Reddit page.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Discord loves
No, there's
them
a whole
too.
YouTube channel dedicated to posting all my lives.
And I'm just like,
No way.
That's so rude.
People are crazy. They love their.
Justin said
I
that's
didn't
so
know they do
rude.
that.
So the main question is right now. You've always talked about wanting to leave him, want to escape him. Do you want to leave him, or do you not want to leave him?
That's a dilemma I'm stuck in every single day of my life. Because what if it gets better?
It won't.
Or
It's a cycle.
what if what if he does
But
all
so many victims of domestic violence have come through, told their stories.
Someone to listen to
All these
that.
people that have been through similar experiences as you, as it doesn't get better. They give you advice, they give you their story. Lots of people don't think you take it seriously and that you just want attention from the situation with them. Because it's been going on a very long time.
Oh, so wait, so they think that I'm using situations of domestic violence to get attention because I like attention from being hurt. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what some people think.
Okay, well they can think that all they want to because that's exactly what my own mother thinks, and that's why I don't live with her. So I don't care because that's like really weird. I don't do it for the attention. I don't do it for attention. I just so happen to always like self-sabotage. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. I have always. Oh no, she kicked you out. Yeah, my mama kicked me out when I was 11. So we don't talk about that. You definitely do, honey. I definitely don't. And I don't think it's a flex to be abused. I also actually don't even believe I'm abused.
Wait, what are they saying? Yes, you do too.
They're saying, yes, I use situations of domestic violence and stuff for attention and, like, I don't know, that it's not true, just to say.
Someone asked, why don't you block him? What's the reason? I don't get it. What?
I
Why
know
don't
people
you?
are really confused. Also,
Why don't you
by
just block him right now and be done with it? You have so much support from people. If you blocked him and actually started accepting support from all these people that are trying to give it to you, then your image.
Physically.
Literally, just pack up his stuff, put it outside, and then just block him. Just say fuck him.
Callie, do you know Lee in the comments?
Yeah, girl, say fuck that bitch and leave.
Do you know who that is? Because if you don't know who that is, then you don't know. So you can stop because I've done seen that comment like 5 times.
No, I have not seen that. I'm trying not to look at the comments. They're fucked up.
Bitches in the comments are fucking weird, so like shut the fuck up and leave, you dumb dirty horse.
Also, I don't know if this is about someone asked, can you ask if the blood splatter she flashed on live was real or fake blood?
I don't remember. I don't remember because he poured fake blood all over me once. And then he threw me in a bathtub.
And then someone says, please ask her why her wish list is mostly
I know I don't think I know.
he needs.
Why what?
No comment.
Someone asked, why is your wish list useless stuff like decor and not stuff you need?
Oh. I made a whole new wish list. I just haven't put it up yet. I genuinely, I don't know. I was just putting stuff on it that I liked at the moment to decorate. Because I wanted to decorate this place because I figured I'd be staying here a while. Turns out I won't be. But
Jonathan.
Also, what? So you have money, right?
yeah, I have money. And I'm not the only person with the access to it.
So Preston has access to all your finances, right?
Every single one.
Okay, and most of that money comes from where?
What?
Most of that money comes from where? The GoFundMe's?
No. I haven't received any money from GoFundMe since summertime. And, I don't know what just happened. But I don't receive any money from GoFundMe.
So how does he have access to your money? Is it a joint bank account? Where's the money stored? Cash App? Apple
Cash App. They mass reported my account, and now my phone number will never be allowed to be used on Cash App. Anyway, he has. This is how it goes. We need to buy money for food. No, buy money. We need to use money to buy food. So he's like, give me your card, and then he'll just take the card information off the back and add it to his mobile wallet. That's all it does, and that's all it takes for him. Then all he has to do is go to his mobile wallet, find the number, log into
So
my
he doesn't have access to your actual bank account. He just has access to your card.
No,
Is that
he has
what
access. He actually has access to my bank account too.
But it's not a joint bank account. It's your own personal bank account with solely your name on it.
Yeah, with a password that I have to ask him for every time I want to look at how much money I have.
You realize all you have to do is call the bank. You can get that changed. They'll disable your cards, which means they won't work on his mobile wallet. They'll send you new cards in the mail, even a PO box, because you said you have a PO box, right?
I do, because my house burned down, so.
And even if you can't get to the physical cards because you can't drive, you don't have transportation, they'll give you the numbers and you can put it on your own mobile wallet and still have access to it.
That is true.
Hold on. I need to figure out if that's my cat or a person.
Because there's a lot of things you can do even tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., whenever the bank opens. Call them. He won't have access to your account anymore. Probably take 30 minutes max.
I'm just gonna miss him, though. Why am I flinching at noises, dude? That's the type of shit that I have to do, that I do now. It's so weird. I don't know why I do it.
Do you have any plan for when he comes back? And
If he
if?
comes back, he's probably not gonna come back. He's probably just gonna leave me.
But he's done this before. He's like left.
Why
and then
are
came-
people so mean in the comments? Such a victim. Thank you for the.
Girl, fuck
Alex-
them. Fuck them all. Fuck all the haters.
Thank you, Jonathan. You always help uplift me. Here, let me.
Girl, yeah. You know I love you, girl.
I love you.
They don't know you, girl. They don't know you.
They don't know me. They don't know me. They know Reddit. Wait, where did I go? Put me up here too. Why does it? Oh, I have to invite someone to sit up there with me. I'm inviting you. Come here.
Oh, the Discord moderator still wants in.
Oh, fuck. God.
They used to be a supporter of yours. They said that they weren't gonna be mean. Like, they don't want
They
to really be.
used to be a supporter of me. I understand. I used to be a supporter of me too, and then I realized, yeah. So what's your name?
How long has Preston been
lurking
gone?
subs.
Wait,
You're a moderator?
brother asked a question. Brother, what?
How long has Preston been gone from the apartment?
I don't know. I went to
What led up to it? Did y'all have a fight? Like what?
There was no fight. I don't remember too well last night how everything went. I just remember he said there was a little bit of an altercation between him and I after the police came, and I was just like, I can't believe you think that I would really somebody, bro. Like, and then I kind of laughed at him, and we talked about something for a second, and then I just like, I just curled up and went to sleep. I wake up and he's just gone. He did not sleep with me at all last night. He's been gone.
You're
I haven't
a moderator.
seen him all day. What?
Your moderator, the everyone loves something. She's back. She said she wants to add her back in here.
Woo!
So he's been gone the entire day.
Yes.
Has he texted you at all?
Yeah.
What has he texted you?
If I leave the app, then I'm not gonna read his messages out loud. Just calling me a liar. Different stuff.
Why won't you read his messages out loud? Why don't you be transparent with your followers and viewers?
Because I feel like it honestly, because I've already like invaded so much of his privacy. Is Lena the one? The moderator?
Yeah, I think that's her. Yeah, your moderator.
Sorry, Twinkle's in the way. I gotta find out what vet to go to tomorrow. I don't know what it's at or where it's at. I need to find the records of it because I have to Uber there because I no longer have a Preston. And I also don't get to do my program where I get to get better because I don't have a Preston. Okay, let's get Lena in here, I guess. Thank you.
Also, why won't you just get a protective order against him? You could get a emergency
He
restraining.
won't hurt me. He won't hurt me.
But you admitted earlier in the live that he's physically abused you, that he's kicked you.
Yeah, but I'm never like. I mean, it's not gonna kill me. And obviously, there's some things that I've done that makes me, obviously I deserve it.
Sorry to interrupt you, Spider Lily, but can I ask you like a few questions?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so basically, I have like a lot. So yeah. So basically, the first one is like, why do you keep going back to Preston? Like, he's done all this. I understand like being attached and all that, but if you're saying that he's gonna end up killing you, why are you still staying? Because you've given. Let me finish. You got multiple opportunities to leave, and you just take advantage of all of that, and you just keep going the fuck back. You scam people for their money. You scam people to get places to stay, but you just give it all to Preston. Why are you doing that?
I don't give it to him.
But he has your passcodes. He has freaking everything. He can come to your house at any time he pleases. You literally sat here begging on live for money for an apartment or an Airbnb to go to, but like he's been there like the whole time. So what are we gonna do?
He wasn't there at first. He was not there at
Also,
first.
you realize if you're involved with anything with the GoFundMe's and misuse of funds, that is a federal crime.
Understood. And I'm not.
And that's not jail. That is federal prison. 10 to 25 years is what that charge brings.
Okay, well.
And Spider Lily, why do you also go on live asking for money, saying that you have nothing, but you're spending your money on all this like kind of junk, like those little shaking toy things that you bought with like $100. You can put that to other
shaking toys?
The shaking what is it? The don't hug me, I'm scared. The don't hug me, I'm scared.
Oh yeah, I bought them.
Those are $100. You can put that to getting out of there.
Girl, okay, that was not donation money. That was money that I earned.
You complain about not having money. That's the thing.
That was money that I earned, and I have not been complaining about not having any money.
You do. Every time you're on live, you'll be like, I have no money, guys. I can't go nowhere. I literally have been watching you since like day one.
I have not been doing that at all.
And then also, why do you keep getting more animals and asking for more animals when you barely have a place to fucking stay? Like, you literally say you can't stay here until the end of the month. Why are you getting more cats? Why are you getting more animals?
I got one cat to figure out if he was microchipped.
Maybe you should give him to the pound because you can barely take care of him. You can barely have a fucking stable house, a stable living, and you're with somebody who fucking hits you. Like, he's probably gonna do the same shit to your fucking animals. And also the fact that you're saying you want kids with him. Girl, he's gonna fucking hit you and your kids.
I don't want kids
with him. Slicing your fucking throat.
You don't want kids with him.
You had so many opportunities to leave, and you're just fucking like, just, girl.
Anyway.
Bitch, no, not the attitude, man.
They came in here really hostile.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. It's just annoying as fuck.
That's what you don't do. You don't come in here being rude. You don't come here being loud. You come here with respect. Girl, no, you will get clocked the hell up.
She can keep on talking. I don't give a fuck. She got 30 seconds. She can leave.
Didn't even wait for a response.
You just
kept going question after question.
I bought these plushies. I lost all my plushies in a house fire, you motherfucker. You don't know what it's like. You probably don't know what it's like to have a house fire and lose absolutely everything that you had.
No, for real.
You don't know what that's like. If you don't know what it's like to lose everything you've had in a house fire, then maybe I bought these Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared plushies. I bought them because I lost all my stuffed animals I'd been collecting since I was a child. Everything I fucking ever had was lost in that fire. And you have some fucking nerve, bitch. I'm not listening to shit you say. Talk to me with a better attitude next time, and maybe then I'll let you speak.
Period.
That's it. I don't know, I mean, shit. Who's gaslighting? I don't have a victim mindset.
Someone asked, why do you hate Reddit so much? I just want to hear what he says.
What?
Someone asked, why do you hate Reddit so much?
Because it makes me sick to my stomach every time that I have to read about something, and I already have self-esteem issues and mental health issues that make me want to off the You know, you already know the ending to this. You already know I have been hospitalized for mental health. You already know I have letters written. You already know that more have been written since the house fire. You already fucking know I'm ready at any moment that I have to get if I get sick.
Someone says the truth makes you sick,
It's not the truth.
but lots of people on the Reddit. Of course, there's going to be people that just want to hate, just want to make fun of appearance.
Yeah.
But lots of the stuff on there, people post facts and actual evidence.
Yes, and I can agree that yeah, people have done. They've posted all right things, but to say shit like Callie really thinks we're as stupid as she is. Do you really realize how, or that like I'm faking Tourette's? Like I haven't suffered with this since I was like 13. Like I wasn't medically neglected my entire life. Like you want to make fun of my teeth? You want to make fun of my piercings? I took all of them out. All I have are 2 nose piercings in because of how insecure the internet has made me. That is why I hate Reddit. And I will not read Reddit. I don't want to read Reddit and hear about the shit that my boyfriend did to other women. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I understand, okay, maybe I should face it. Maybe I should get over it. Maybe I should face it. And you know what? I will one day. I will one day. I will face it one day. When I'm safer. When I am safer. And it's not a fucking victim mindset. It is for my own mental health and my own safety. My own safety not to get on Reddit. Because the first time that I ever saw a snark page about me, I can't even tell you what I did.
Well, with the things that he's done to other women and the comments he's made, how over-sexual he is, you have the option to leave right now. You have all the support. There's women's shelters that you can go to. Even if you don't have transportation, you could call a women's shelter. Even if you're not religious, you can contact churches. Churches have a lot of support for domestic violence, getting out of situations that they'll come pick you up. They'll come give you a place to stay. They'll feed you, give you the proper resources to get out of situations. Because domestic violence, lots of people go through with it, and lots of people don't have as many resources as you have or support from random people on the internet. Lots of people feel like you don't take it seriously and don't take the support that you're given.
Well, I don't know. We have a perception disorder, bro.
And I understand that it's not easy to leave a situation, but you have the support right now. You have
Baby, do you want some blanket?
everybody saying that you could leave right now. You could call the police right now, tell them how you feel, get an emergency restraining order. You could be taken.
Hurt him like that. I don't want to hurt him like that, and I never will.
And that's part of the mindset you have to get over, because he's altered your brain to think like that. He's hurt you, so you shouldn't care if that hurts him. He's manipulative, he's deceitful, he's stolen your money, he's hurt other girls, other women, girls that were underage. Think about how much trauma he's caused you, how much trauma he's caused other women. And that's just what we know. Who knows what we don't know?
Callie, I'm sorry to bring this up for the 5th time, but do you want to let that one person in that ask for questions? They will not be like that one bitch.
What, Lena?
Yeah. Oh wait, not Lena, but
Yeah, no, I was referring to Lena.
yeah.
Hey, Callie.
She could have done that way better. She could have spoken to me way better. I will not be disrespected like that.
She should have, yeah.
She could have literally said all of that and been way nicer about the way that she spoke. But coming
Hey, Callie, someone says this. Someone says, why does she constantly play victim? Like, we get it. You're in a bad place. You grew up in a bad place. But change, it starts with you. It's like she enjoys being stuck.
I don't enjoy being stuck. I just, I guess maybe it's just what I'm used to. Maybe it's where I feel most comforted because it's all I know. I don't know. I'm good though.
But right now, what are you feeling? Like what I've told you, that you could go to a women's shelter. You could call the police. You could call the non-emergency number right now and be like, hey, I'm in a domestic situation. Get out. I want an emergency restraining order.
I just
You said what?
don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I can't be alone.
What if you found
That's why shelters, churches, even if you don't have to be religious to get help from a church with a domestic violence. They have support. Women's shelters, they have support.
I just think Preston deserves better. Like that's what like I don't know. I don't think he needs to be in. I don't know, man.
What if you found like a female like friend that you could like trust to like room up with and be roommates with until like
The
you
only
know
female friend I really have, literally, is probably watching this, is always doing, and I'm not gonna be around that.
I know
Also,
the like
the old job you had, that one woman with that hosted Airbnbs who was giving you support.
Oh yeah, I don't talk.
She said she said she would give you support if you're actually ready to leave.
Well, I'm done speaking to her because her and that entire the work staff was entirely unprofessional. They literally screamed at me on the clock while I was fucking working, and they put me in places that I did not want to be whenever I told them I did not want to be there. They switched my bank accounts and locked me out of everything where I couldn't spend money on anything for days. And now the group snarks on me on the Reddit page. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I know that there was in the past there was the whole thing about Preston sending you benzos in the mail, but around like the time everything with the coworker was being brought up, there was texts that were leaked that you said that you were going to be withdrawing from benzos.
Yeah, I've seen those texts. So like,
I'm sorry if you can hear that. My dog is stepping.
What I can tell you is I'm clean, and he never ever supplied shit to me. So
Okay.
Okay, how about
then I probably wouldn't have so many panic attacks. So, but yeah, I had a friend, and I was they helped me for a minute, and then I stopped. It was because of the area that we were in at the time. So.
why
I
don't
don't have any space because of my son that's currently coming.
you said you're worried for your safety right now, right?
I want to see him, honestly. That's what's so disappointing, and I know y'all.
What? Come on. Come up here.
What's the benefit of seeing him?
I don't have to be alone with, I don't know, like just alone here anymore. I've just been drinking energy drink after energy drink to appetite suppress because I can't finish anything.
What?
I just want company. I want a hug. I don't get to see my family anymore, you know?
Well, do you talk to your dad?
None of my messages ever go through, and I don't know if he's hospitalized, and the whole family thinks that I stole $60,000. So, no, I haven't really been in contact with them very much.
Well, why do they think you stole $60,000?
Because I told them that I told them how much we raised, and then I woke up one morning, and Preston said, "Don't freak out. Everybody has been refunded on the GoFundMe."
Well, he says that, and there's not really been evidence of people being refunded. Someone had to actually contact GoFundMe. It was in your name, right? The GoFundMe.
My name was written, but I wasn't the one who ran it or wrote it or
Who ran it, Preston?
Yes.
So that means that GoFundMe is linked to his bank account, and he says what you want to hear, and
It wasn't linked to any bank account though.
Then why don't you call GoFundMe and ask where all those funds went? If your name's on it, you can get information about it.
I know.
So why don't you call GoFundMe? Why do you?
I don't have the direct ever. I don't have the the GoFundMe stuff was never on my device on my phone. It's on his, and I figured that it would be.
I just want to say that GoFundMe's and stuff like that are hacked all the time, so it necessarily, like, I'm not even taking up for him because I don't like him, but it didn't necessarily have to be him that took it because stuff like that is always being hacked.
I don't know what happened. I know they have a lot of security features to keep stuff like that from happening now. Like they will log you out every 2 days. Oh my gosh! Why does it keep on kicking her out? Oh my!
Hey,
What is
Callie.
she doing?
Callie.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like hop up here and I'm gonna go take a shower. And if you're still on here, I'll join back on when I get out the shower.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Love you. I love you.
Don't let these bitches get to you, cause I will come for them, girl. I will clock their tea.
I know.
Okay, I love you, girl.
That one person?
Love you.
Okay, if you still wanted to add that one person, their username is lurking subs, like SUBZ.
Okay, Callie, someone asked if you've ever looked at the resources on the Reddit, because you don't have to look at the Reddit to access the resources at the top.
I look at the Reddit sometimes only to make sure to try to see if my private Snapchats have been posted, because if they get posted, I get in trouble. So that's the only time I do it, so that I can prepare myself for the trouble I'm about to be in. But
How do you
anyway,
get in trouble by that? What do you mean by that?
I just get in trouble. I'm not allowed to do. Well, I'm not allowed to do certain things.
Says who?
Obviously.
Preston?
You can do whatever you want, babe. Don't listen to anybody.
You realize you were 18 years old. You are a legal adult. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. You are
But
not
nobody
controlled by
prepared me for
a
it.
being.
Nobody prepared me for it. Nobody prepared me for it. I don't have my high school education. I don't know how to drive. My parents wouldn't teach me because I was too mentally ill. I have to get fucking like what 4 to 6 surgeries. I'm gonna lose most of my molars, all because of medical neglect when I was a child. And I mean, all I have is him. He's
I went through all the same thing.
Okay, but you realize
Never gonna change.
Oh no! He's gonna have to leave and come back. I don't know why he got removed.
I didn't even see it.
He just got removed.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Okay.
How do if I leave because I want to feed my daughter, but I want to stay on?
Go feed your daughter.
How do I follow you? Oh, I am following you. Duh. Oh, somebody's calling you. I know it's hard. I've been through it. I was 18, pregnant, and the A word. I don't know if you can say that. Just like you, but I don't want you to feel ever alone, because I felt alone. I had nobody. And now, look, I'm on my 3rd kid, and I'm living life.
I'm glad that things are getting better, or have gotten better.
It'll get better for you too. You just have to have faith in yourself and be strong and know that you can do this. I know you don't. I never wanted to get my son's father in trouble. I never wanted him to think, he did something that was okay either. But I mean, I did what I had to do for my kids.
Yeah. Who wanted me to invite someone? Did they leave?
Yeah, Natalie. She wanted you to invite the Discord.
Yeah, it was lurking subs was the username.
They're not gonna go up. They're not gonna go off of me, are they?
No, they said they weren't going to.
Okay. Also, I'm taking right now, and I'm sorry, and I'm trying not to. So please don't judge me.
You can apologize for it. You obviously can't.
No, you don't have to ever apologize for what. No.
Okay. Lurking subs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like hiding because I don't want to be caught doing this. Okay.
I'm his ex. Can I join? Get out of here.
Ew, no, I don't want to hear. Lurking subs. I don't see a request.
Thank you.
I don't see any. I don't see any requests. Can they comment?
They said it's full.
It's not.
Like after a certain amount of people like request to join, it just like closes up, so no more people can request.
Okay.
Really? I don't know where she's going. Because she's got ticks. That's why.
I don't know why I'm triggered right now. I don't know. It's probably because of tension and he keeps on calling me. Okay. And because now I'm thinking about it, so it's making it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What the fuck? I can't find their username. What the bruh? I'm sorry. That shit's so goddamn annoying.
Maybe they can request.
Yeah, they said they got in.
Fucky. Where is? I need Mason to come back. Mason, come back, please. Where are you at, boy? Oh, Dalton Trey is active, and I can invite him to my live because we're friends on TikTok. That's so funny. I want him cock. Oh my god, I want him to join, but I can't find lurking subs. Can't find. I'm looking. Oh my fucking god, dude! Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna be looking. But how do I mute myself?
Little mic thing.
I don't think I have. I don't know if
Wait, you might not be able to because you're a host. Oh, you know, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. What does Tonka mean? Tinka.
Tonka was the brother.
Oh, okay.
I need to find him again to get him to come back. Hang on. Why am I sounding? I hear myself and it's. Ew. That is so annoying, bro. Cock. Is lurking subs watching so that I can if they're watching then I can add them to. I need them to comment.
Apparently they can't comment when they're requesting. I can ask them to remove it really quick and then redo it.
Oh, yeah, they can't. Yeah, you're right.
Can y'all stop doing with the annoying emoji? I know it's annoying.
Is that you?
That's me. I'm chirping. Cock. And I'm trying to be quiet so I don't yell words like that. Sorry.
Oh, that's alright. Don't be sorry. Someone said, not my cat meowing back.
Oh. Sorry. Oh my god, cock. Bro, this cock. It's fucking insufferable cock. fuck? What the fuck? It's gonna stop. Soon. Why did this only happen whenever like all the tension slowed down?
I think that the more anxiety you have and the more uncomfortable you are, I guess you can say, they'll trigger more. I shouldn't say that trigger word.
Probably. Who's Elizabeth? What? Elizabeth.
That's the one that said, they keep saying that I'm their ex, I think.
Okay. I need invite bird. Okay. There's. Why don't. Bro, I'll make you. Oh, I'm not. I almost said I'll make you a cock, but no, I'll turn you. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna turn you into a moderator so that you can just accept people for me again. Like you. You're already my moderator. You can do it.
I'm not your moderator anymore.
Oh shit, you're not. Okay.
What?
Manage guest and more. I don't know. I think I fixed it. You're supposed to be my moderator. Manage moderator.
Oh yeah, I can fix it.
Okay. I think I did it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Why the noises? That's new. You guys are funny because this is something that I deal with on a daily basis, and I try not to show it online. But
I think you reading the comments is just gonna make it worse, so I don't think you should read them.
But I've been on live.
Someone said Mason is back.
Where's he at?
He is.
He knows about my ticks. I need fucking. I need Chucky. I need him to. Where is he? Bird? Okay, I need a request. Chucky. I'm sorry I'm fucking sorry if this is annoying. I understand it. I know it's annoying. It's especially annoying because I can't stop.
You don't have to be sorry.
Okay, I added Sam.
I need Mason.
Okay, let me see if I can put my camera on for you.
Okay. All this time on live, you haven't ticked once. Yeah, you know they come and go. They depends on what triggers me. Come on.
I don't know what the settings are for turning on my camera, but I hope everybody can hear me and I can ask what I need to ask. So, Khalie, I've been following you for about a year now, since about this time last year. And at first, I was a supporter of the stuff that you posted with your cleaning content, your desire to leave your dad's house. And that sentiment of supporting you kind of started falling through the more you posted, the more you talked about Preston, the more you went with Preston to do things. And it ultimately just kind of completely went away with the house burning down and the allegations you've been making towards Preston, because it doesn't add up. I was a part of the moderation team that was trying to get resources together for you, trying to get you away from the situation. So my first and foremost question is, why for about a month straight did you ignore the resources that we pulled together for you? We had a thread of domestic sources that you could go to. We had links for GEDs and other education equivalent stuff. we had a lot of resources for you. We turned around a subreddit that was dedicated to snarking you into providing resources for you. And that went virtually unnoticed.
I remember.
I'm just kind of looking for a reason why you accepted the virtue signaling from us, but did not follow through with any of the resources that we gave you.
Well, okay. I can't really like think of I remember whenever the page was turned from a snark page to a helping me page. Sorry, I'm fucking weird. I'm trying not to make any noises, weird noises. But so I'm trying. Okay, I would, bro. I just can't talk. I need a moment. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you supported me and then I disappointed you. I've disappointed myself as well, multiple different times, and I would have taken resources, but my main issue is currently, well, at the moment, with the resources that I was given, was that he had access to absolutely everything on my phone and everything.
Hey, Callie,
He had
Callie,
access to all of it. Yeah.
do you want to mute yourself for a second to just kind of collect yourself? I can tell and I understand that being confronted with these kinds of questions can be a little difficult, and if you need a second to think about it, I understand.
People are like, Chucky, she's trying to find a good lie, or she's faking. The fuck. God damn it. Fuck, that's insane. I don't have the option to mute myself, so I'll just wait for this motherfucker to call me again. What the fuck?
I put my daughter to bed.
Okay.
But it was nice talking to you. Stay strong, and I don't know. I'll add myself back on if you're still on.
Okay.
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 Take a deep breath and relax, and try to, do as best as you can.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, so, what I was saying is basically just what was your thought process when we were putting these resources out for you, and why didn't you follow up with them? Because, I from my side, from being a, Discord and Reddit mod, like I spent a lot of my personal time
Sorry. Shut up.
watching the people say mean things about you. I spent a lot of time pulling resources for you. We had documents to turn into threads on Reddit so that you could have support. There was a lot of worry for you, Callie. A lot of people thought you were in serious, real danger. And
Yeah, I know that. I know.
since then, that sense of danger has kind of dissipated from the stuff that you post and you put out. And subsequently, it kind of seems like you're not really actively looking for any kind of out to this. You constantly deflect and ignore any kind of domestic violence shelters. I know I personally was looking into one shelter that was in Tennessee that accepted people who were victims of situations like yours that accepted pets. And I'm pretty sure that got posted on one of the threads saying, hey, this YMCA shelter accepts people who are in that position. You've stated multiple times that you don't feel safe. So we need to know why you're not following through with the help that's being provided to you. What is keeping you in this position? What's keeping you stuck?
I don't want to be alone, especially not after the fire. I don't want to be alone.
Okay. And I understand that. I do. I'm a person who doesn't like being alone. I have roommates. I don't like it when they're not here. But shelters like the ones that have been suggested to you, you would not be alone. You would be surrounded by counselors, by people who are in the same situation as you. You would not be alone there. There would be,
I'd probably get an SA8 or something, like always.
okay, why do you think that would happen to you in a shelter that's designed specifically for victims of that kind of assault?
Because it happened to me in a mental hospital, 2 mental hospitals.
Okay. I've been in a mental hospital before, so I understand that those kinds of situations are very scary, but
Wait, I'm gonna
mental, sorry.
Chucky, sorry, I'm gonna explain now, right now, because I'm a little angry. Not at you, but
Okay.
toward the comments. I was gonna say, I am doing this to calm myself down. I'm doing this to remind myself that I am real, that I am in reality, because I have to remind myself that life is real. And if I'm not feeling anything physically touching my body, and I am not doing anything like this, then I don't feel aware that I'm real or like anything like that. And I'm not tweaked out. I don't do shit. Do you want to see my test? I'm not even gonna show you my test. I don't have to. But it's fucking not dude, that shit's fucking public.
Okay. Callie, what I need you to understand though is that shelters and mental hospitals are two very, very different things. And I want to tell you that I do believe that as a fear of yours, as even if it's a subconscious fear, because I've talked with people who've been in somewhat abusive situations, and there is a lot of fear of going to shelters. But when you look at it in, big picture kind of thing, statistically speaking, you're a lot safer off going to somewhere like a shelter than you are in staying in a situation like this, because for days and days and days on end, we were seeing posts from you suggesting that you were being harmed by the person that you're staying with.
Yeah.
And so you know for a fact, something that you know is that being around him will result in harm to you. What you don't know for a fact is going to a shelter and that resulting in harm to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I I feel frustrated as somebody who's been watching you for a year, seeing you've been offered resources so many times and they've just been downplayed and neglected. Um, and it just makes me question why, you know? I don't want to see somebody like you at an age of yours to be harmed in any capacity. So that's why I've kind of lost my support towards you because it doesn't really feel genuine anymore. It feels like a lot of the things that you're saying are being stretched. If there's an inch of truth, you'll take it to a mile with some of the things that you've done and the things that he's done.
Yeah. I know.
Um,
But I stay out because I don't know. I haven't had much socialization or like freedom at all. I kind of a bit I don't know. I think it has something to do with the fact that I was isolated in my house for 3 years, I think, almost, with no friends because I fucked over my only friend that I had. That's mainly what I stopped going out as a punishment toward myself. And I don't I didn't want to lose anyone anymore, so I just cut off everyone and I stopped talking to people and kind of self-isolated for a whole year until I went viral or somewhat got some social media attention. And the social media attention one of the most the most socialization I had in years that wasn't in a mental hospital, because I was kicked out of school when I was 15. And I don't know, I guess I found a lot of comfort in the internet. I did, and that's I posted a lot. I posted a whole lot of cleaning videos, and I know that a lot of people used to love me, and I know that I lost that because I thought someone loved me, and because of my own actions. And I'll take accountability for the things I've done and things I've lied about, because there shouldn't have been any reason for me to. But I also do want to add that thank you for the gift. I also do want to add that I don't believe that I feel like I'm a different person every single day. And I know that is not an excuse. There is no excuse for me. Or really a lot of the things that I've done or hid or lied about.
Okay, actually, speaking of things you've hid and lied about, I've been watching this stream for a good chunk of the day, and one thing I do want to bring up and point out is that earlier you've been saying a lot, the GoFundMe, the most recent one for your father's house, your childhood home burning down, you've been very adamant that that account wasn't leaked to anybody.
Yeah.
I remember, and other people remember because that's what people are telling me, you made a post at one point on either Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, I don't even know at this point, saying that you and Preston had gone to where your dad was staying. I believe it was with your stepmom or his girlfriend, that because you guys needed to sort out where that GoFundMe money was going, and that Preston was allegedly setting that up with your dad. But tonight, you're saying that account never got set up with anybody, that the GoFundMe was never linked to your father or you or Preston or me or anybody else watching. It was completely accountless.
Yes.
Why did you say you and Preston were going there to link that account, and now you're saying you never did?
Well, we did go. We went there to do that. That is the whole purpose that we did go there. We went there to get it all sorted out so we could figure out what we were going to do for my dad whenever he gets all this money, or how he's going to receive all the money, because it was so much money. And we were trying to decide whose bank account it's going to go to. We found out fuck, man. Okay, we found out that it had to go to. We had to do something through his mortgage company because of. I don't know what a mortgage company is. I just know this is what I was told by Preston and my dad. I think he had to do something through his mortgage company, and I think that has something to do with paying off a house. My house that burned down was not paid off. And it still had like what 13,000 at least to be paid off on it. I think, because he would have been done paying for it in 2035 or 2036. He would only officially own the house in 2036, I think. So,
Okay, so how does that link to your dad being unable to have the GoFundMe with him? Because the account was originally under Preston's name, is what I'm being told, is that GoFundMe was originally under Preston's bank account, and you guys were allegedly trying to switch that over to your dad.
Well, no, that's not true. That is not true. I might have said some things in the past that I didn't know, because I didn't have anything to do with the GoFundMe setup. My only job was to boost the GoFundMe. And sorry, I'm looking away. I know that probably means that people are going to think that I'm lying. I'm only looking away because I don't want to read the comments because they hurt my feelings, and but I do. I'm gonna hang on. Now I get distracted if I'm not looking. Okay, I'll be fine. I just can't
I
look.
think if you tap the screen a certain way, if you hold it, it should be able to hide comments, but that might just be as a viewer and not the live streamer.
I've scrolled up, so I can only see one comment that says what. So I should be fine. Okay, sorry. I'm not flipping you up, by the way. Anyway, so bruh, I'm so fucking confused. I only say what I've been told. I say what I've been told. I had nothing to do with the GoFundMe setup. I only had to do with the boosting of the GoFundMe. It was never originally linked to any bank account, and that is the issue. Or at least that's what I'm told. That's what I'm told. I don't have that,
Okay, so let's say
No.
you really didn't have any idea where that money was going. Let's just say you didn't know.
Yes.
Why would you promote and support that GoFundMe if you didn't know where the funds were going, and if you did have any suspicions that it was going to just Preston? Because I'm trying to understand why you were pushing a GoFundMe with such a high number if you didn't even have a plan in place for where that money was going to go. If you didn't have a bank account in order to have it linked, why even set the account up?
I had a bank account, and that's what we had to discuss with my father that day. Is it going to go to my bank account, or is it going to go to the new bank account he created? So Preston and my dad had decided that the GoFundMe was going to be linked to my bank account since it has history, and they thought that it wouldn't be flagged for any reason. They think that if you link it to a new bank account with such high amount of money, which at the time of creating the GoFundMe, it obviously did not have that amount of money. Like, I boosted the GoFundMe before, like right when it was made, the day it was made. It had $0 on it at the time, and I knew where that money was gonna go. I believed where that money was gonna go. I had plans for where that money was gonna go, and it was gonna go directly to my father. Because whenever I made that video, I literally just watched I hate it. It's a rare occurrence for me, but to see my dad cry, I hate it. So, obviously, my intentions with that GoFundMe were nothing but good. I needed him to have all of the money. That's what I was gonna do. Make sure that he had it. So Preston set it up for me because he knows more about computers and stuff like that than I do. I don't know anything about it, and I don't know how to set up a bank account connected to GoFundMe. I don't know how to do that stuff, and he does.
Well, see, Callie, that kind of excuse is acceptable for maybe the first GoFundMe that you made with the car and trying to leave your home, but at this point, when it came to the dad's GoFundMe, you saw how Preston handled your GoFundMe. You saw how he handled your finances.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
So why put trust in him again to handle technically a third GoFundMe, because the other two, they were separate. So why put trust in him?
It was a tragedy, and he's the only one who knew how to do it. I didn't know how to do it correctly, and so I believed that you obviously he had good intentions. It was a tragedy that just happened, and that he cared about my family, and he loved my dad, and my dad loved him,
But he showed a history of not being able to use your funds appropriately. He used those funds to buy a car in his name, which, by the way, that car could have very easily been put in your name. You didn't really need to have a license or anything like that. Like, he has shown so very clearly that money is not going to be used appropriately. So why did you not take the time to look up how to set up a GoFundMe and manage it? Because I mean, the very first GoFundMe you had, you set that up and then you lost access to it. So you did know how to make a GoFundMe. You did know how to do that.
To a bank account. My issue was I didn't know how to link it to a bank account.
Okay, so why didn't you look it up? Why did you not look those steps up?
Because I guess because I'm told that I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough to do it. I don't think he said stuff like that. But I believe him. I believe I'm not smart enough to do that kind of stuff. I think I would do it wrong, and I think everything would get fucked up if I did it. I don't think I'm smart, and I know I'm not. because I mean, I sound so fucked up, and I sound so weird, and I sound so victim and disgusting, but everyone always tells me, everybody's always telling me that I am not smart. I'm not smart, and I am stupid. And you know, after you're told that for so long, you believe it, and I believe it. You know, I believe that. I don't believe that I am smart, and so I did not set it up myself. That's another reason why I didn't, because I knew that if I have anything to do with it, if I touch it, it's gonna get fucked up. Like everything,
Callie, that's you're kind of deflecting the responsibility that you had because at the end of the day, let's say Preston never entered this whole scenario. What would you have done without him? Because I frankly do believe that by that point in time, when your father's house burned down, I do believe you very easily could have looked up how to link a bank account to a GoFundMe. I
Well,
mean,
I could have, but I trusted my boyfriend more than anything. I trusted him to do it because even if we fucked up on
and
the
why did you still trust him after he mishandled the first GoFundMe so fucking hard?
did. I understand he did, but I also did. So I mean, I also did. I did too. I bought clothes. You know, I bought food. I mishandled it too. I went to Georgia. I mean, I wasn't like, you know, doing any crazy shit, staying in giant ass hotels. I was staying in the smallest, cheapest, 38 a night motels for a week, and then back home to Tennessee. That's what I was doing. But I so definitely could have set it up, but he probably, honestly, he probably wouldn't have let me, because before I could even have thought to set up a GoFundMe, he'd already had it done. He'd already set it up. He took a photo of the house. He wrote down everything that happened, and he had it all handled. And we already started getting donations, and I made a video about it so that we could have the donations for my father.
So are
And
you trying to say that the GoFundMe being set up was Preston's idea, not yours?
I would have done it had he not done it, more than likely. Um,
No, okay, but I'm asking, was it his idea or your idea? Who wanted to make that GoFundMe? Was it you or Preston originally?
Honestly, that time of discovering my house fire and everything was so tragic. I don't remember. I don't remember how it came to be. I just know that I woke up in the middle of the night and my mom told me that my lizard died and that my house burned down. And that's all. That's all that That's and I just remember ending up in town like thinking like everything was just flying right by me, and it's just like it's almost a blur. How
Yeah, but you're saying to me right now that Preston set that account up before you even had a chance. And now you're saying you don't even remember the
no,
events and how that stuff happened.
no, I
So
remember he set up the account, and I did not have a chance. But I'm saying I don't know whose idea it was. I wasn't telling him, "Hey, set up a GoFundMe," and he wasn't telling me, "Hey, set up a GoFundMe." I think how it happened was Tanya, my dad's girlfriend, she made a GoFundMe for the house fire. Um, their relationship is not stable, so I was afraid that things aren't gonna go well with that GoFundMe, and I expressed that, and I knew I had a higher following, a better following, and a more sympathetic following. So I probably suggested to Preston, "Hey, this GoFundMe's not gonna work out. Her GoFundMe's not gonna get anything. We should probably do something about that." And he did. That's more than likely how it went. That's what I can recollect, or what I think. Whenever I think back to that moment, that's all I can think. Did you go?
sorry, I'm still here. Um, I've it's a lot of information to kind of take in and try to digest because, Callie, I'm going to be quite frank with you. You make a lot of contradicting statements because a few minutes ago you were saying you're the one who set it up, you just didn't know how to link the bank account. Because
No,
we do
that's
know you know how to set up a GoFundMe. You've
no.
made one before, Preston.
Yes, I have. But that's not what I'm saying. You're getting that mixed up with how I just said that whenever I created my first GoFundMe, which wasn't this one, I don't know and I didn't know how to link bank accounts. I didn't know how to link my bank account because well, first off, I didn't have one, and second, I never knew how to in general. But he does, and he did. So obviously, I put it in his hands. I was like, you do it because you know how to do it. Because he showed me he knew how to do it, and he knew how to put it in a bank account. And I'm not like trying to make a contradicting statement by saying like, oh, I don't know how to set up a GoFundMe, but I set up a GoFundMe one time. No, I'm saying that I set up my GoFundMe a long time ago before Preston came along, and Preston is the one who decided to help me actually link it to a bank account. He's the one who helped me do that. I never knew how, and I didn't have a bank account. And
Okay, so actually, let me ask you something then, because a minute ago you were telling me you didn't even try to link a bank account to your dad's GoFundMe because Preston was telling you, "Oh, you're too stupid to do that. You don't know how to do that."
you didn't tell me
So
to. You didn't tell me I was too stupid.
why didn't you make the effort to link a bank account to the very first GoFundMe to begin with? Because prior to that, Preston was not there to tell you you're too stupid to do it. So why did you allow for that GoFundMe to, go under and not be able to accept donations since you didn't have it linked and you were shut out from it or whatever the case was?
Well,
What prevented you from that?
I didn't have a bank account. Is what prevented me from that with my first GoFundMe. I didn't have a bank account.
All right, well, I guess to a degree that can make sense if your parents didn't help you set one up at being a minor, but it just, you've had so much time and so many GoFundMes in between that it doesn't make sense why you didn't take that time to learn it because your TikTok, for example, you have to have that linked to a bank account in order to get the money from the donations people give to you on your live streams and the revenue you get from the views on your videos.
You
So,
actually have to link it to a PayPal account. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude. I hope that wasn't rude, but you have to link it to a PayPal account, not a bank account.
well, okay, semantics aside, you had to link it somewhere
Yes, and I
in
know how
order
to
to
do that.
receive that money.
Oh, I know
So
how to
if
do
you
that.
could learn how to do that on TikTok, why didn't you learn how to do that on GoFundMe?
I did the TikTok one way later than GoFundMe, and I kind of just let Preston do it all because I trusted him.
When did you start getting revenue from TikTok, like officially?
Um, mm, I signed up for it at the end of December. I got
Okay,
paid.
so that's before GoFundMe, Callie. That GoFundMe didn't pop up until January. And you just said you set up your creator fund in December.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that you set up TikTok Creator Fund after GoFundMe.
No, I didn't. Wait, did I say that I set up TikTok
Yes,
creators?
you did. You said you figured out TikTok funds
I'm getting my
after
timeline.
GoFundMe.
I guess I'm getting my timeline mixed up because I was in the same motel the whole time, and I was.
She also had to wait a while because she wasn't 18 yet before she could get her TikTok creator
No,
funds.
there ain't
No, no,
nobody.
no. I understand that you can't get those funds when you're still a minor, but my point is that she's saying she couldn't figure out the GoFundMe linking until after TikTok. But
That's.
now, just now, 2 seconds ago, she's saying she set up her TikTok fund before the GoFundMe ever went live.
I
That
hope that
GoFundMe didn't go live until January.
everybody's freaking out in the comments talking about I'm caught. I'm not caught. I literally am not. That is not. Look, okay. I don't know how to link bank accounts. I linked a PayPal account, and if you thought the phone was in my hand whenever the account was linked, you're wrong about that too. Because he kind of did it, and I just watched. So I know how to do it because I watched him do it. So I'm saying, I did it kind of, but I didn't like really do it. He's the one who he did link my PayPal, but I watched it, so I kind of did it, right? Like, I know how to, That's why I'm saying I know how to. But it's different than a bank account. A bank account, like, I don't remember how it was going. I just know that I didn't have a bank account for my first 2 GoFundMe's. Preston was the one who was gonna help me add a bank account to GoFundMe's. He was gonna be the one to add the bank accounts and create a savings account for me, because I told him my parents were probably not gonna do that for me. And yeah, that money went to his bank account. The money from the first 2 GoFundMe's, yeah, they did. And then, my dad's GoFundMe never had a bank account linked to it. And I wasn't going to link my bank account to the GoFundMe that was for my father, because I didn't set it up. He set that up. But I was supposed to, like, I don't know, we were supposed to figure out who this money, what account it's going to go to. My dad created a specific account so that he could, I guess, I don't know, get the donations, but I don't think he realizes that it's really suspicious to randomly have a $60K transfer into your bank account. So, anyways, that's why we went over there that day, to figure out what account to link it to so that he could start getting the funds, because the funds were a lot. And he was supposed to provide his mortgage information and email all that shit to GoFundMe, and GoFundMe was supposed to approve of it, but my dad was sick and it took 2 days for him to do it, and by the 2-day mark the GoFundMe had been taken down due to frauds and scamming, I think, and issued refunds to everybody, is what the email apparently said. I'd never seen the email. I've never seen it. I never have. I haven't. Why haven't I called GoFundMe? Because I don't know if it, first off, I don't know if it was set up in my number, and second, because he said he's going to.
Okay, I think maybe we're talking in circles about the GoFundMe. I think we've heard what we need to hear about that. Another thing that I want to bring up is that at one point in time, you brought up the fact that you have a storage unit. Before I say what I've been told about it, I want to hear, do you have a storage unit, and what is that used for?
I do have a storage unit, and I have it because of the house fire, and it's used to put my stuff that I get from my wish list it's used to put stuff I get from my wish list, because I don't live anywhere really, and I live hotel hopping, so I don't really I don't know how I kind of don't have a house. I thought I had an apartment. No, I can't be here for much longer.
Okay, so when you say it's stuff on your wish list, what kind of stuff off your wish list? Is it like trinkets? Is it furniture? Is it clothing? Because I would imagine it's for stuff more akin to furniture if you need a unit for it and you can't bring it with you.
Yeah, so I have it's not for only gifts. People are commenting gifts. I have, really all I have in my storage unit is a chair that somebody donated to me, a bed, and a bed frame.
Okay, so you have a bed and bed frame in your storage unit, correct?
Yeah, and like I don't know.
All right. So that leads me to my next question is, why were you making posts and comments talking about with your former boss when she offered you an apartment? You were telling people you were going to be sleeping on the floor if people didn't send you donations.
Wait.
That you would have no furniture.
Hang on. A balloon kind of did a thing, and I'm scared. But
All right, let's refocus from the balloon.
Sorry, it got caught on the fan, and I don't know.
I know. Let's redirect back to this conversation. Okay, you've made allegations before that the unit that your boss was offering to you, which, by the way, she claims was going to be fully furnished.
Sorry,
you, on the other hand, were making claims.
Okay.
Callie, please stop trying to redirect this conversation. Okay?
Sorry.
It's getting a little tiring. Beth made claims that the unit she was going to... Yes, I am talking, and I know that you can hear me.
Oh my god, I literally turned my phone all the way down. I'm sorry.
Beth made claims that she was going to provide you with a fully furnished apartment. Just now, 30 seconds ago, you were saying you have furniture in that storage unit, including a bed. Why then have you made later claims stating that the unit you were going to be staying in would be unfurnished and that you would have nowhere to sleep, that you would be sleeping on the floor if you have a bed in that storage unit? And if, say, Beth was lying about it being fully furnished.
Oh. Well, Beth wasn't lying about it being fully furnished at all. She said it would be furnished, she would furnish it. Also, at that time, I did not have that bed donated to me. Nor was it moved to my storage unit.
So how is it in your storage unit if it wasn't moved there?
It wasn't there yet. It wasn't there yet. I didn't have it donated to me. I had it donated to a P.O. box after the house fire. I didn't have it donated to me until after I got that job, and I didn't know what it was until Preston told me what it was. And whenever he told me what it was, you know, we kept it in the the storage unit, not storage unit, the store, until we finally learned how to lift down the seats in the car and put the stuff in there. And then we had one shipped out to the storage unit specifically. And then, I wasn't, at the time I didn't have the bed. At the time I didn't have the mattress, I didn't have the frame. So, whenever I said I'd be sleeping on the floor, it's because I was being dramatic, and the place she showed me was not furnished. And then she changed her mind later, very soon after, that she wasn't going to have me staying upstairs in her office building, and that she was going to have me staying in an Airbnb, but I could only stay for 10 days if I cleaned up the yard. And I ended up, this was my last day at work, I ended up making Preston come pick me up because I didn't want to be alone, and I freaked the fuck out.
Okay, so Callie, then if it was furnished, why were you telling people that you needed... You just said originally it wasn't going to be furnished, but then she changed her mind.
She said that she changed her mind about the place I was going to be at. The place she showed me wasn't furnished, then she claimed she would furnish it for me.
Okay, so if she claimed she was going to furnish it for you, why did you need more furnishment from your supporters?
Well, because I already was looking at an apartment, and I had furniture on my wish list for a while, even before the fire, because of the apartment that I had been looking at, the apartment that wanted to sponsor me to live there. They wanted to sponsor me just to live there. I don't know how that would have went, but anyway, yeah, no. I wanted to own my own furniture. I didn't want to be in a place that's just, oh, it's furnished. I want to be able to own my own furniture and stuff, like, have stuff like I used to.
And, that's understandable, having something that's of your own, but there's a difference in saying, hey, I have so-and-so things provided to me by my boss. Can you guys provide the other things that are more akin to something I would want? Versus stating where I'm going to be moving into is going to be without any furniture and I'm going to be sleeping on the floor. There is a huge difference in telling people I'm going to be sleeping on the floor versus the furnishing I have doesn't match my taste. Well, huge difference in that, Callie.
I really want to know the timeline of that, because I don't really think that would be logical for me to say.
No, it wouldn't. You're right.
It's not logical to say that if I'm being offered a furnished apartment. But I was trying to stay with Preston, and to stay with him, I was going to an unfurnished apartment, and it was going to be cheaper. And I don't know the timeline that I said that. I don't know when I said that at all. But if I don't know, and I know I did say that. I know I said that because I do remember saying that I would be sleeping on, they wanted me to sign a lease, but I didn't have any furniture at the time. And it was around the same time that Beth offered that. So I had to choose between, do I want to live here in this place or there in this place? In an office building with active people all day, every day. Or I'm not mad, by the way. Somebody said that I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to explain myself to my best ability. So when I said I'd be sleeping on the floor, that's because I didn't have a bed at the time, and the place that I was actually looking at was not the place she was asking to, the place she was trying to give me. It was a whole different place, and it was completely unfurnished, and it was the only thing I could afford. And at the time, it was the only thing I could afford.
Well, you keep going back and forth between saying that apartment was going to be furnished and it wasn't going to be furnished. I need you to say concretely, once and for all.
Apartments. We're talking about different apartments. I'm talking about two
Because there
separate
are
apartments.
comments from Beth that I'd have to dig up the screenshots to be exact, but I do know there are screenshots from Beth with comments and text messages saying that at least one of, if there were more than one of the apartments she was offering to you, had furniture. And I frankly, I can't keep up and understand what you're trying to tell me.
Well, the only thing that she offered to me that was furnished was an Airbnb that she left me in to stay in, and then I was supposed to be working that day. I didn't work that day. She just left me in an Airbnb to chill in an Airbnb for a few hours, watch SpongeBob, and like fucking calm down, I guess. And that's the place that she said that I could stay at for a few days if I cleaned up the entire yard, which was full of junk. She offered me an upstairs office room. She took me on a tour to 2 unfurnished apartments. She did not offer to furnish those apartments. And she told me that they were more expensive. I looked into other options than what she was offering. I looked into things. Oh my fucking god. Just wait till it pops. Okay. I looked into things that were.
So, to be clear, she offered you 1 that was furnished and 2 that were unfurnished. There were 3 offers available to you.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. She offered one apartment that was not furnished, but she would furnish it for me. Then she offered to let me stay in an Airbnb for a few days. I was like, okay. I thought I was going to take up the offer. I didn't take up the offer. I missed him too much. I needed to go back. And then I had a panic attack and I needed him. And I was covered in bruises at the time. I should have thought better, but I didn't. And anyways, then there were 2 apartments that she showed me, completely unfurnished, and she was not going to furnish them, and I could not afford them. And along with not being able to afford them, I could not afford furniture for them, or else I would be completely broke and not able to eat. Even. But I'm not, and this isn't like a sympathy thing. I don't want people to feel bad for me. All I've ever wanted was for someone to understand. I don't want people to feel bad for me. I want them to understand. But
Actually, Callie, that reminds me of a question that I had originally going into this that kind of got pushed to the back of my head. You're saying you don't want people to feel bad for you, and I'm assuming what you're going to say next is you don't want people to donate to you. Let me ask you this. Do you know what dry begging is? Have you ever heard of that term?
I've heard of people saying that I'm doing that, and I never fucking understood how I was doing that or what the fuck it means. No.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what dry begging is then, because you are a dry beggar, and that is exactly what you do. Okay, dry begging is when you go on to a social media platform like TikTok, like what we're doing right now, and you say things like, I don't know where I'm going to live next. I don't know how I'm going to afford my rent money. I don't know where I'm going to get my next meal, but don't worry, guys, it'll be okay. Also, here's my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. But you don't have to donate to me. But I'm very worried about how my future's going to be.
I understand.
Dry begging is telling people you're in a precarious situation without explicitly asking them for donations. And that's one thing that really led to me not liking the content that you produce, and what led to a loss of support from me was your consistent insistence on being somebody who doesn't ask for donations, who doesn't beg, But within the same breath, you talk about how you don't know where you're going to live, you don't know what you're going to do next, and that you have absolutely no help and no resources, and also link where people can donate to you. Okay? You're a dry beggar, Callie. That's
Okay.
what you're doing. That's what you're doing right now by talking about how you're going to be kicked out of this rental
No, I am
in the
not try
next couple
begging
of
by
weeks.
doing that. I can afford something else. I am not asking anybody for anything. I can afford something else. I'm making money. I can afford something else. That was not dry begging. Me making the statement that I am going to be kicked out of here because I screamed is not dry begging. I will tell you that one. If that makes people donate to me, I don't know why it does, but okay. And I can say, yeah, I guess I have dry begged. I have said things that were true. They were true that I wasn't gonna have anything to eat. There's like I wasn't gonna have a place to stay, and I've definitely done it. Yeah, I've definitely done it. I've done it, not knowing that I was basically doing it, and I have had times in specific that I have asked people for money, not like anyone in specific, just anybody willing to help me whenever I needed help the most. Like the GoFundMe's when I needed help the most. Like whenever I was stranded at the hospital and tried to get an Uber and I needed help the most. And the Uber, I couldn't even get an Uber because it was way too far. So then I had to spend that money on, like, I don't know, I guess fucking food because I didn't have anything with me other than like fucking like 4 big ass bags of blankets and a scooter. But yeah, I'll say it. I definitely have dry bag. Now that you have told me the definition of that, yes, I understand how I've done that. But I will say that most of the time that I've ever done that, I'm not like, hey, here's my Cash App and here's this. It just is in my bio. It's just in my bio. It's in my bio. And if I say I've made statements like if you want to help, if you want to, I'll be like, okay, this is
Okay, and that's what dry begging is, Callie. I
yeah.
need you to understand that
And
is that when you're telling people the situations you're in and then immediately tell them where they can donate, but not explicitly telling them to donate, that's dry begging. And people don't like that because they can see through it. You do it so many times. Like last night on your live last night, it was really, really easy for a lot of people to see that you asking for galaxies for you to quote unquote admit things in a sense like
I just thought that was funny. I don't know.
why would you think that's funny?
Because I didn't think, I just wanted to see how fucking desperate people were to find out things. Just weird. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I did not. I did not think it was going to go anywhere. Genuinely.
Kelly, I don't believe that,
Okay. You
frankly,
don't have to
with
believe that. That's fine.
how your account has been ran for the last year or so. I do think that a lot of the things that you do, you're fully aware of the consequences that are going to come from that, because one of the confessions that you made, like some people recollecting from that live, or that the person that you're with harms you. Why would that be a funny confession?
I said that.
Allegedly, yes. I would have to go back and personally verify that with recordings
Well,
of
it
the live
wouldn't
stream if there
have to
are
be.
any, but that's what's being said right now.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
you made allegations under the cover of being a confession.
oh,
And
well,
you're saying you thought that galaxies for confessions would be funny. So why would admitting to something like that be a confession? And furthermore, why would that be funny to you?
well, no. I thought the idea of people sending galaxies to me to confess shit was funny. Because why are you spending money to learn?
So
learn
wouldn't it make
about?
more sense to give people funny confessions if you thought it was funny? Like, oh, here's a confession. I I stole a can of Coke from the Dollar Tree or something like that.
It's not fake
Like
pics.
low value, low stakes confessions. Why would you make a high allegation against the person that you're with that he's harming you? That's not funny. That makes people worry about you.
Well, I was It was a confession. It wasn't a. It's a thing that people have asked me about, and so I was trying to, it was confessing things that I've lied about on the internet. Is what that was. So that's why I said that, because that's what the theme of the thingy was. It's like, okay, that's what it was. That was the theme of it. Confessing things that I have hidden or lied to about. Yeah, lied to the internet about. That was it. That's what it was. And so yeah, I said that. And I don't know, maybe in a way it's a cry for help, but maybe, you know what? I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Speaking of lying to the internet, I want to circle back to your storage unit, because earlier when I asked you about it and I asked you what was in it, you were saying there's just a chair and a bed and a bed frame. There's not much in it. Where did all the tech from your Amazon wish list go? Because I do remember seeing the Amazon wish list, which you have alleged was under the control of Preston, had stuff like PS5s, PCs, stuff under that realm. Is that in the storage unit, or where is that?
Where did you see that is my question.
Your own Amazon wish list, seeing the number dropped from X to Y.
People reserved those items and everything.
No, I'm talking past reservation. I was looking at this when you took off reservations for the stuff on your wish list.
Then he probably just deleted it.
Because you've said something like along the lines of Preston bought 2 laptops with some of the GoFundMe money or whatever. There's tech that's been bought either through that wish list or through the funds that you've received. So where is that?
I'm trying to remember what the donation was for. No, it was the house fire. But it wasn't GoFundMe. It was my own Venmo. That's where he bought a laptop and whatever the fuck else he bought. I don't know.
Okay, so that clears up where and how it was bought.
Yes.
Where is it now?
Right in front of me.
Both the laptops?
Both the laptop, and it's not a PS5, it's an Xbox. He never bought a PS5.
So that stuff's with you.
Yep, they're right in front of me. I don't use either of them, but
Would it be too much to ask for you to show that to us so that we know?
No, that would not be too much to ask whatsoever. I mean, full screen myself. Whoopsie daisy, I full screen to you. Give it. No, I better not full screen you. Now I need to flip my camera. Okay, sorry, I don't see my camera. I see that I've been tearing these up out of anxiety. Here they are. There's the laptop. This is the laptop. This is the controller, and this is the Xbox, right in front of me. And that TV came with this apartment, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
I just wanted to know where that stuff is, because it is kind of questionable why tech like that would even be on your wish list when you're talking about, going back to our other conversation, talking about like moving in somewhere you would have no furniture. I don't know if that technology was bought before or after the house fire, though. I'm pretty sure it was before.
It was bought after. It was bought after that.
Oh, it was bought after.
Yep.
It was bought after.
So I did not buy it.
Right.
But it was my money.
Oh. Right. Okay. There's stuff that's been bought and there's stuff that's been gifted. It's hard to keep up.
I don't use it either. I don't use
it. So if it was bought after the fire, why would tech like a PS5 and a laptop be on your wish list if you guys need something like clothes, like basic necessities?
I did not manage my wish list alone. He often would remove items I've added. He would remove items I'd add, and then he'd add his own items. He didn't like what I'd add, and so he managed that. I created a new wish list so he can no longer do that. You will not find tech on my wish list. I don't know if the one I have up right now is still that one. He still tells me to put up the old one because I never get any donations or deliveries anymore, that I need to put up the old one. But I never thought they were necessities either. I was angry whenever I found out that that money that was donated to me to, like, help with my family. I was angry whenever I found out that that was spent on a Xbox and a computer. I was angry. I was definitely angry. And I have been angry, and I've tried to isolate that anger. But it's no different than me being angry whenever he bought the car in Georgia and not Tennessee like I requested him to. It's no different than that. It's just the
With
fact I haven't
with
had it.
you saying that that wish list was being controlled by Preston, can you explain to us then why a lot of those items were in multiple duplicates? Like, I'm not saying this as a concrete fact, just an example, like 7 shower curtains or something like that, or 3 toasters instead of just one of an item. One that I specifically remember, one that I remember that actually personally made me upset was the high volume of perfumes on your wish list. What
Oh,
was the goal with that? Why have something like 20 perfumes on a wish list when you only need one?
because I lost most control of my wish list. Only a number of items were the ones that I was adding back in around September. I'm not
No,
just
I
looking for somebody
understand
to
you didn't
blame.
have control over it, but
I
do
hope you
you
know I'm not
have...
just looking for somebody to blame. I'm not looking for somebody to blame. I'm telling you my story. Okay, I'm
Okay,
telling my
and
story.
if it was Preston who put the wish list up, why did Preston ask for multiples of one item? Why would he ask for that? Because frankly, my assumption and a lot of other people's assumptions was you guys were asking for multiples so that you could resell it
Oh
and
no.
regain the cash that people spent to give you those items.
Oh no, 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 no. But what are you exactly referring to? Are you referring to an older wish list that had technology on it? Because that would have been one that he had. The
Yes,
gift
I want to talk about both, but I'm talking
is it the
about
gift
Preston's
list?
first and foremost. I want to
Because
get that one out of the way first.
okay, on Amazon there's a shopping list and a gift list. My wish lists that are mine and belong to me will always be shopping list. They will be in the shopping list form where you scroll. You don't click on categories to look at stuff. That Nope. Nope, never was created by me, and I never would create one like that because I don't like that. I don't like it. I just call Amazon and say don't reserve the items. But um if you I'm not exactly sure. There's been around 3 different wish lists, and so
Okay,
one's
but the ones that Preston had any kind of control over,
there's
I'm gonna
2.
say this again. A lot of those items were on there as repeats. Why were they repeats? What was the intention with that?
Like on the gift list
I guess it would be a gift list.
or the shopping list.
As far as I'm aware, there have been 2 wish lists. The one that you allege Preston was in control of, and the second one that you're saying you're in control of.
The one I
I'm
have
talking
now, the one
about...
that's up now, is mine.
Okay, so I'm guessing
So
this
I
is
can
a
answer
former
anything
one
about
then.
that one.
I'm not, Callie. I'm talking about the wish list you have stated numerous times Preston had a hand on. Why would he, I'm not accusing you, I'm asking about Preston. Why would he ask for multiples of one item, such as your perfumes, for example? If he put that on there, why did he ask for 5, 10 of the same item? There were
Um,
lots of items on there that had a request for multiple of them.
Well, the only way that I can explain this is if I know exactly which wish list, not exactly which wish list, but I want to know the format of it. If you tell me the format, I can help you understand the format. Is it a wish list you scroll through to see individual items as you scroll, or is it a one with different categories you can click on? Which one?
Okay, how many have been created? Let's
I'm
get
not
that out of the
sure.
way. How many wish lists have there been? Have
I'm
there
not
been
sure.
2 or have there been 3?
He's managed 2.
Okay, so let's just talk about the ones that Preston has managed,
All
not
right.
the ones that you have made independently.
Okay.
The stuff that Preston has managed, to my knowledge, and to a lot of your supporters or general followers' knowledge, had items on there that were multiples. I'm trying to find an example right now.
Well, I'm thinking that it could have possibly been either because he thought that they would reserve the items, because I never added quantities. It just until my wish list now, I did add quantities because people are reserving shit like a motherfucker. So but with the gift list, if it is the gift list, he added the quantities on the gift list to be extremely high, because on the gift list, even though you cannot reserve an item, what you can do is you can purchase it elsewhere for yourself without reserving it, and you can just buy it. And people would buy my cat food and ship it to themselves. They'd buy food off my wish list and ship it to themselves, and then it would give me the delivery instructions and say this was purchased off of your list whenever it was not. Whenever it was not. Now about the perfumes and stuff, I genuinely I don't know, other than if I'm thinking about maybe Christmas time when I was trying to stock everybody up and get everybody gifts and stuff, or maybe people were trying to like reserve items, or maybe he was just trying to make sure him and I both got one.
Okay, so that's addressing the wish list that he's supposedly had control over. One of the wish lists that you've put up, what I'm being asked and what I guess I'm curious about now is there was a wish list put up under a Reddit with the name Aiden. Can you tell me anything about that? Do you know who Aiden is?
Yeah, I do know who Aiden is. Aiden is somebody that I am not allowed to talk to. He is my friend, and well, the Preston doesn't like him, and I didn't want Preston to have control of my wish list anymore, because I wanted to be able to add items I wanted added to my wish list that he couldn't, mess with, or like mess anything up if he wanted to, because whenever someone has all of that control, they can use it to their advantage. So what I did is I asked my friend, hey, do you have an Amazon? Do you use it? Because I wasn't going to create my own account. I didn't have another email, and I didn't want to make one because I was, and
Yeah, Callie, I'm noticing a pattern with you right now is that you're trusting a lot of other people to control the things that are supposed to be your life. Also, I'm just gonna address the comments real quick, guys. I'm a dude. I'm not a lady or a woman or anything. I'm a guy, just to clear that up.
Yeah, well, I guess with all the fucking. Tell me what we were talking about. Sorry, I'm listening.
I was asking why you've let so many random people handle the things that should be personally handled.
Because I've been told that there's no way that I can do it on my own, and I believed that, or I started believing that, but now I'm trying to not believe that anymore.
Okay, I understand that. What's kind of keeping you in that mindset then?
That I've just been
Why do
told
you
that.
believe it?
I don't know. I've been told that my whole life, really. So I kind of just think, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to bring up more stuff because I don't want to look like, oh, gee, I'm such a fucking victim. But, like, I've been told my entire life I can't do something because I'm not this enough. I'm not this enough. I don't know how to drive to this day because I was mentally ill when I was 16, and my family thought that if I drove that I would kill everyone. My mom let me.
So why do you believe the people who say that kind of stuff, but then you ignore it when people are giving you support? Because like I said, and you've acknowledged it, there was a turnaround with the subreddits giving you support, saying, Callie, we believe in you. We believe you can leave the situation. We believe you're strong. We believe you're smart. There were comments talking about your music, how your music was good, how they believed that you very well could get a GED. Why do you ignore comments like that?
I don't ignore it. I just don't reply to it. I consider it, and anything on Reddit, I can't reply to. I'm not allowed. Okay. I'm not allowed to reply to anything on Reddit, and I'm not allowed to look at Reddit.
No, I understand you can't do that. it's been made very clear by everybody involved. But my point is that you're saying you're being told you're stupid, you're this, you're that, and the other, and you believe it when people tell you. So why don't you believe the resources and positivity that is or was provided to you during that time frame?
Maybe because of the things I believe about myself. Maybe because I don't believe that I'm worth it enough, that I deserve it enough, that I I don't. I am one for self-punishing. I punish the fuck out of myself, and I'm doing it currently right now for what happened to my dog. And you should. I don't know if you see the things they say about me online about my dog, but I've read a couple of things that have made me. Yeah. I'm scared of myself when I'm alone, because all I think about is my dog. So anyway, aside from that, because that's so irrelevant and it's stupid, and I just stop fucking dwelling on it. I don't believe. I ignore resources sometimes because first off, I don't want to be alone. I'm at a point I don't care if I'm abused as long as I'm not alone.
Okay, so then why why earlier you were saying you didn't want to go to a shelter because even if you would be around other people, you would be potentially abused?
I don't know them. I don't know people. I can't make friends. I don't know how to make friends. I don't know how to make friends, and I don't want to be alone. So even if that means that by everybody's definition of abuse, that I'm being abused.
You said you don't even really know Preston all that well too either, that he keeps you in the dark about things.
I don't want to know a lot of things, and I tell him I don't want to know, because I don't. Thank you for the cowboy hat. I don't
Sorry,
want
I'm trying to gather my thoughts.
I'm what I love about Preston and why I trust him, even though what he did is, even though things he does is questionable. Well, he was there. I don't want to fucking cry and be a little bitch. I'm such a fucking bro. But he was there when Rambo passed. He's the one who took me to the vet. He's the reason that I was able to take him to the vet. And he was there for the house fire. He's all I've had to depend on for all of the tragedies that have happened lately. And he's the one who saved me from my environment. And he's the one who tried to help my family. He tried to do all these things for me. He tried. And he loved me more than anyone ever has. He's shown me more love and attention than anyone ever has. Anyone.
Did he, though, Callie, did he provide you any kind of resources like the people did on Reddit? Did he, actually thinking about it now, did he help you with your diploma or your GED? Because I remember you making a post with your username and password asking for random internet strangers to complete your education work.
Yeah,
And I know there were people who logged into it.
Yeah, I had to do homework that week for I was kind of pissed off. I'll explain that just a little bit shortly. I was expelled from school when I was 15, and my mom wanted me to do 3 years of 10th grade. I had been I was institutionalized. I missed so much school that I had so much work built up, and then I had no motivation to do it, and I was in episodes, and I was in and out of hospitals, and I was in trouble, and I wasn't allowed to have electronics, and I was isolated in my room for a long time, and I couldn't talk to anybody for a while. And
yeah, you went through a lot of bad things. You were excommunicated.
Look. I was in 10th grade, and then all of that work piled up. I had no motivation to do that. I'm not about to just go through. I spent I don't know. I think it was around 10 hours on schoolwork one night the night before I posted that. And
Okay.
then I had more work to
And
do the next night. I've just
who
been
did you trust to help you with that? Preston or a bunch of internet strangers?
anyone. I didn't
So if
care.
you were reaching out to anyone and not just him, do you think then that there was genuine love there, genuine trust there? If you couldn't even just turn to him and say, "Hey, I'm slipping with my schoolwork and I need help."
He wouldn't help me.
Exactly. So even then you knew that it wasn't genuine with him.
But just because he wouldn't do my schoolwork doesn't mean that. Mason,
No,
can you
but it
just close
does
the door?
show that even then you had an inkling of intuition that he wasn't genuinely there for you. That's not real love, Callie. He has taken advantage of the situation that you are in.
I know, but he also got me out of it, did he not?
No,
And then
he didn't. He
he
didn't.
put you in a worse
Where are you
situation.
staying right now? He did not get you out of that situation. If you are Airbnb hotel hopping, you are not out of that situation because tonight you've admitted that you're about to be kicked out of the place that you're staying. You have been shuffled around so many times, and Preston has played a big hand in this, and you're still refusing to come to terms with that. You refuse to come to terms with the fact that he's groomed you and he's put you in a further worsened situation. I do think that without his involvement, a lot of this would have been avoided.
No, I don't think. I can't even say what I think. But yeah, no. Without him, I wouldn't. With the house fire, with my dad's health, with with my dog's death, with my lizard's death, I wouldn't be here, dude. He's the reason I don't own any knives. He's literally saved my life.
He saved your life, but then at the same time, you say that he's also threatened your life. He's
Yeah.
put harm towards your life.
He didn't mean it.
Callie, people who don't mean to harm you don't threaten to harm you to begin with. They don't harm you to begin with. If they don't mean to, then they don't do it. But he's done it.
Never hurt
He's done
anyone.
it over and over and over again.
But a lot of the times I deserved it, and I know that I did.
Nobody deserves that.
But y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know how
If he did the same stuff to you, you would have reacted the same way he did?
what?
If, say that he did something that, you did that got you in trouble, would you react the same way that he reacted towards you? Whether it
I
was,
didn't do anything. I wouldn't. I always try not to do anything to get him in trouble.
Like, you were saying today that he doesn't allow you to contact other people, and I remember that very clearly with you making posts about how he goes through your phone and he blocks people like your family. So,
No, well, no. He just has to know everyone that I talk to, and if he doesn't, then I can't. He has to know every detail about who I talk to and why I'm talking to them and what I'm talking to them about.
and you
that's
said you
not
don't do that
normal.
with him. So why do you accept that kind of behavior towards yourself?
I can't do that
Why
with
do you
him
tolerate
because
it?
I don't want to know. Because I don't trust him. And I feel like every man is just going to be a cheater. So
Kelly, if you had a daughter and a man was treating her the way that Preston has been treating you for the past basically year now, what would be your response to that?
it's different. That's different because they
No,
don't.
it's not different.
They
It's
don't
not
have the
different.
history I have. They wouldn't have the history I have that makes them, kind of. I'm not trying to justify anything, but I'm letting y'all know that there's reasons. Karma is real, and there are reasons that stuff like this happens to me.
Okay, say you're your mom right now. Say you are Miranda and Callie is your daughter. Would you accept that kind of behavior towards Callie? Is it
She
acceptable
does.
as Miranda?
She does, and she doesn't give a fuck about me. All she does is shit talk me to him.
Or anybody, if anybody else was your mom, like,
I wish I had a mom. I fucking don't.
Callie, I just want to say I really see myself in you a lot. And honestly, this whole situation, it tears me up a little bit because first of all, I just want to say one thing that's been bothering me with the people is they really don't understand when you struggle really bad with mental health, because I also do too. But how easily manipulated you can be when you really have nobody and that's your only person, and how hard it is to walk away from that. So I'm just saying, I just want to let you know that I understand that part
It's
of
way
it.
too hard. It's way too hard to walk away from because
We understand that. You have a very strong attachment. He has been through you with a lot of things that you have been through. So you do have, a attachment towards him and you do have a traumatic bond. And it is one of the worst things to get away from. However, I feel like once you do, you'll
Yes,
see how much it is a turnaround.
because at the end of the day, it's your life and you have to live for yourself.
he's all that's left.
And
He's
the
the only
reason
one
you
that's
think you deserve a lot of this, like you think you deserve a lot of the things you're going through and you don't, it's just all the manipulation and stuff that you have been put through. Like, I feel like you truly believe that, and it's because that's what you've been told so much over time. But that's not true though. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you've been
like
told.
y'all are people from the internet. You guys realize that my own family doesn't care. They don't care, and I don't know how I'm supposed to care because you guys see stuff and you're like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. If I talked to my mother and I told her what was happening, she would just be like, okay, okay,
Yeah, I have that same problem
or
with a
she
lot of
wouldn't
my
even
family.
reply. And then I
Yeah, a
can
lot
talk
of
to my
family
dad.
just tries to ignore stuff. I
Callie, I
understand.
think it's important to state, though, that I'm under the assumption, and I do wholeheartedly believe that your mother does still genuinely care about you,
No, I'm not
but
enough.
let me finish, she's not happy with the way that this situation is being played out and how both you and Preston are handling it. And it's kind of gotten to the point where she's thrown her hands up and she's saying, there's nothing more that I can do for my daughter.
My mom hasn't
Because
done shit, man. My mom didn't do anything. She never did. She never did. She never did.
And like, I really hate to say this too, but unfortunately, like, I'm sure she has her own issues too. You know what I'm saying? That there's a reason she's the way she is. Which it really sucks because it's all just a cycle at the end of the day.
one thing that I've been told about domestic situations from people who've both experienced it and have worked with it is that at one point in time, all you can really do is tell somebody, hey, I'm here for you when you're ready. And
Yeah.
that's where I am. That's where I believe your mother is. And that's where I believe a lot of the
No,
lost supporters of you are at.
I told
We
her.
have tried.
I told her the other day that I was suffocated and I thought that I was gonna die, and she didn't give a fuck. She didn't say I'm sorry. She didn't even believe me. She didn't believe me.
I Kelly,
And
she did believe and she was worried about you when she was made aware that there was a 22-year-old man coming to see her daughter.
yeah, she cared then, and now she doesn't. You lose all of it. I lost all of it. It's all gone, and it just makes everything more meaningless, but in a way a little more meaningful when it comes to the items I own. But everything that I lost and all the people I lost, I don't have friends. I can't make friends. I can't keep friends. I'm not a good person. And everybody's like, I want to expose that Callie's not a good person. I've been telling everybody since I was fucking 15. I'm a terrible person.
And I want I don't want to come off as good. I don't want to come, I want people to see me as good. I do want them to see me as good, but I know I'm not I know I'm not. I feel like a monster all the time. I know every single time I try to do something good, I always end up fucking everything up. I fuck everything up. That is my specialty. That is the only thing I'm good at. That's it. That's it. That's it. And it sounds insane. Bedtime, like I'm gonna go to sleep. I drink fucking 6 coffees. And
Well, I just want to let you know I've been following you for a long time, like since the beginning, and your cleaning videos, they honestly really inspired me because I kind of grew up in a similar situation. And I just wish at the time I had the platform and, the sources that you had to be able to do something. I just thought anyone who is able to put something like that out there is also just very brave. And I honestly don't really fuck with TikTok. This is my first time going live on here ever. And I also have real bad anxiety, so I'm trying real hard to articulate myself and talk because it's like I have a thought, but then it's like putting it out there. It comes out all scrambled. So I'm sorry I don't mean to just butt in either.
you're fine.
But yeah, I think that was just all I was trying to say. I feel like there was more to it, but yeah. But I don't think you're a horrible person. I relate on the friend thing a lot. I kind of struggle with that also. And I honestly just kind of feel like this situation isn't your fault. I kind of just feel like you was kind of preyed on, honestly, and now you're just kind of wrapped up in it, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Callie, the
And
only way to
when your
move
house caught
forward
on
into
fire, I
this.
never expect like that blew my mind. Like obviously, there was issues and stuff with the house, but it caught me off guard. It did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to keep my dad's life private or whatever, but right fucking after, dude. Obviously, y'all knew he was an alcoholic. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I could tell by the beer cans.
no, we knew, and I have nothing but love for him, and I'm not meaning to speak badly of him by talking about this, but he's dealing with liver failure, and he's constantly in the hospital now, and I don't know if he's gonna live. I don't have my mom to talk to or my dad to protect me, and I don't have a house to see my family anymore. Like all I have is Preston. He's my only company. He's the only thing. And Twinkle. And Twinkle. Why do I want more animals? Maybe because I lost everything, and I lost Lily. And I could have rehomed her, but I'm such a fucking monster and fucking rehomed her. Ugh, whatever. Okay, rational.
Well, I'm glad you kept your cat. I just left an 11-year relationship. I left my fiance and stuff and just went into a whole different environment. And it was real hard because my boyfriend's dog, he has a German Shepherd, and I couldn't bring my cat here. I still had my apartment and stuff. So I had to think of something to do. So I pretty much moved my mom out of her apartment and moved her in mine because she couldn't have pets where she lived. So now I have my mom living at my apartment just so I was able to keep my cat. But I had to keep my cat. It sucks because I also lost my dog. And you talking about your dog is it kills me because I think about my dog every day. Like it's like I know he's still here, but in a way, it just feels like he's gone because I just can't see him again. It just really sucks. I really lost a lot too, like my car
Yeah,
and
no,
so I relate. Like I was able, but that's the thing. I was able, like right now, I've overcame so much within a year that I never thought I would. I'll just say too, I'm 32 years old. I've never had my driver's license. Like no one ever taught me how to drive. I never had a car to drive in to get my driver's license. And I'm finally getting to where I'm getting ready to get a car. Like
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thanks. But I just want to let you know, like, just taking that step, like, it is so scary. It really is. I never thought I would be able to do it. I was so scared of change, but you can do it, and it's so much better once you do. It really is.
I wish that I wasn't like. I don't want to blame. I can't blame anyone for what turned out to be, but I can say that I wasn't like this before, and everyone knows that because people liked me more before, and I just let someone in my life and it ruined it all, and now everyone thinks I'm a scammer, and I understand. I guess because I guess it probably would be considered scamming if you're thinking, hey, I'm giving you money, but someone else also has access to this money and they can do whatever they want with it. Like, I understand, but I never thought I was scamming, and I think I'm.
And
I
you should be able to
feel
trust your partner, though, too. Like, and if you're together, you're together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the problem is that he did that. And that's one reason I would never trust him because of that. And it sucks because you have to be able to trust your partner.
Yes, that's exactly the biggest point, Callie, is that you have to be able to trust your partner because
And
you
money is
need
a
to
serious
take a
thing.
step back and seriously reevaluate the relationship you've had with Preston from the very beginning.
Yes.
Okay? When you look at this big picture, the whole picture, he was a grown man, 22 at the time, he's 23 now, who came
Mm-hmm.
out of state. He crossed state lines because, frankly, his family hates him, and he's trying to grift
his
off
dad
of
was
you.
mad at him. His dad was
Yes,
mad at him.
exactly. His family doesn't like him, so he has to find, frankly, his family hates him, and he's trying to,
His dad was
yes,
mad at him.
exactly. His family doesn't like him, so he has to find